everyone. Welcome to Sunday's Laundry Room Confessions. I have Ty with me. He asked if he could be in the video, and I told him he could, but he would have to fold laundry. So he agreed, and here he is. So he's going to be folding some towels while I talk to you. Tonight I've had 3 people this week reach out to me and ask about setbacks and what to do when you have a setback. Aw, Mommy's friend Rachel says, "Hey there, Ty, have fun folding." Woo! Hey, Rachel. So what do I do when I have a setback? And then what do I do when I seemingly plateau or the weight stops dropping, the scale stops moving? What do I do? And let's first talk about the scale stop moving. So you are working hard, you're logging your food, you're training, and you're getting on the scale every week and you're down 2 pounds, you're down 1 pound, you're down a half a pound. It doesn't matter what the number is, you're losing weight. And you get to a point where your body seemingly stops responding. So you start getting on the scale every week and you're like, I'm doing the same hard work, but I'm no longer losing. I'm staying where I am or where I was. And that happens to people because over time, we're losing weight. The leaner and leaner we get, the more deficit we need to create. And so let's say you get to a point, you're like, I'm not quite at my goal yet. I'm not super happy with where I am. I encourage people to take a look at their diets then. At that point, what am I eating every day? What am I drinking every day? What could I get rid of that I'm currently eating or drinking? Or what could I eat less of in order to create more of a deficit? When you stop losing weight, it's not that you're done there. It's not that, now I lost some weight, I'm at 200, but now I seemingly can't lose anymore. I guess I'm just going to be 200. That's not true. But at the same token, it's going to require you to create more change in order to continue to lose. And if you're not willing to do that, that's okay. But you have to know then that that's where you're just going to be. So for example, maybe you love yogurt. I had someone this week tell me, I eat Greek yogurt and I love it. I don't want to get rid of it. I know that dairy probably isn't the best thing for me to be consuming, or I don't need it, but I really, really love it and I look forward to it every single day. Okay, well, my answer then is the scale moving? 1, is the scale still moving in the right direction? If it is, enjoy your yogurt. Eat it, whoop it up. If the scale is not moving anymore, at that point, you may want to take a look and say, okay, well, I'm eating all this yogurt every week. There's a lot of sugar in it. I'm not picking one that's high in protein. Maybe there's something I could do. Need some more?
Yeah.
Man, I think I should start hiring you out.
Yeah.
You're doing a great job. So I encourage people then to say, okay, what could I get rid of? Great. So let's get rid of, let's cut the yogurt, or let's add more water, or let's swap out the yogurt for a vegetable, or let's eat half as much of the yogurt, and let's eat more protein, or let's just pick a different type of yogurt. So instead of picking the one that's higher in sugar and doesn't have as much protein, go find the one that is full of protein and pick the one that has 11 to 17 grams in it and eat that one instead of the fruity one that you're currently doing. So you have options when you get to that point where you're like, shoot, I feel stuck. I don't know what to do. You either need to create more deficit by exercising more, or eating less, or changing what you're eating. And from experience, you guys, let me tell you that 95 to 98% of my weight loss journey was about eating well. Did I exercise? Absolutely. Should you exercise? Heck yeah. But if you're not eating well, it doesn't matter. And so you have to take a look at, what am I eating? How much of it am I eating? Do I really need it all the time or every day? And maybe you do. I am a person who is not willing to sacrifice certain things from my diet. I will eat peanut butter every day for the rest of my life until I die. And at that point, I hope somebody buries me with a bag of Honeyville organic powdered peanut butter by my side, because that stuff is going to heaven with me. It's so good. I love it. And if someone told me I couldn't have it anymore, I would be furious. And honestly, it would ruin my whole morning, initially at least. I'm sure maybe I would get over it at some point, right? But I love it, and I look so forward to it every single day. So I figured out a way to still be able to eat peanut butter every single day, but how do I make that work into my diet so I can achieve the goals and the body that I want to have and the health that I want to have? Well, nailed it. Ty just folded all of our laundry. So now I don't have to. Nice work, bud. So the scale stops moving. Or if you have a setback even, and you're like, gosh, I've kind of fallen off lately, and maybe I haven't been as consistent as I've wanted to be, get back on track and be mindful of, have a seat, be mindful of what it is that you're eating. Start logging again, just so you can physically see what's going on. Cut certain things out, even if it's just short term. Just because I say, hey, you got to get rid of blah, blah, blah. Initially, my grain and dairy cuts started as, why don't we get rid of this for 5 days? My trainer said, Brianna, why don't you just cut bread for just a week? See how you feel. I cut it out for a week, and I felt so awesome. My tummy was not bloated for the first time in forever. And I went, oh my gosh, I feel great. Maybe this isn't something I need to eat all the time, or I don't need to eat this on a regular basis. And so I got rid of it most of the time. But if I eat pizza, then I'm gonna have some bread. So you could do it that way, or, same thing goes for the dairy thing. Like, I don't eat it all the time, but if I'm gonna have ice cream, obviously I'm maybe eating dairy, because I like to go out and whoop it up and eat real ice cream. I'm not gonna eat some nasty diet ice cream when I have a craving for it, because that doesn't do it for me. So go out and eat something delicious, and then you're eating dairy, but on a day-to-day basis, I don't need it. And that is going to allow my weight to continue to move, even if I would hit a plateau somewhere. If I go, hey, you know what? It's not that I can't ever have dairy, but I'm gonna cut it for a chunk of the time, and I'm only gonna eat it if I really wanna spoil myself, or if I really want it badly and it's all I can think about. Don't deprive yourself, because when you deprive yourself, it's all you're going to think about is the thing that you said you're not supposed to have. So instead, go eat it. Don't eat a gallon of ice cream, but go have an ice cream cone. Get it out of your system. And then, by the time that you come back and you're on your diet again, you're gonna feel rejuvenated, and you're not gonna feel like it's the last supper and overeat it and have a stomach ache and feel like you blew it and you're just gonna throw in the towel, because you might as well just quit like you always did, because you cheated on your diet. That's ridiculous, but we do it all the time. So if you're right now thinking to yourself, all right, I've been doing awesome, I've lost 10 pounds, I've lost 20 pounds, I've lost 50 pounds, but things are slowing down, things are not working as well as they were before. Ask yourself, what am I willing to give up? Am I willing to give anything up? Maybe you're not. And that's okay, but then you need to level set your expectations and come to terms with the fact that this is where you're gonna be for what you're willing to give up or put in the gym or in the kitchen. So you have to just, granularly look at this, you guys, and say, all right, well, if I tweak this, tweak that, I'm gonna do this for 3 weeks and see what happens. And you have to give it enough time to be effective and to work. Because if you just do it for 2 days and expect that you're gonna see all this crazy change, You're lying to yourself. It did not take you 2 days or even 1 week of consistency to lose weight or to put on all that weight for that matter. It's going to take time. I gained 70 pounds in 9 months. So if I think that that 70 pounds is going to come off at a 2-month rate, that's insane. It took me almost the same amount of time to lose all that weight that I had gained. And so setting those realistic expectations and asking yourself, what am I willing to give up in order to have what I want? And do I want that thing that I think I want so bad or bad enough that I'm willing to sacrifice X? And if you're not, that's okay. But at least now you can look at it and say, okay, well, this is what it is. I'm not willing to give up my everyday ice cream cone that I eat, so this is then where we're gonna be, and that's okay. So, what do you think, Ty? Are you done with this?
I do not know.
Do you think we should go hang out for a little bit before bed?
Or place my Lego robot.
Yeah, we could do that too. Like your plans. Like your plans. All right, you guys. Well, thanks for hanging out with us. I hope you have a lovely Sunday evening, and we're gonna go play with a Lego robot. So we'll talk to you guys next week.
It's not really a Lego robot. It's kind of not really it.